online or whatever. And we forget sometimes that this isn't a joyous time of year for everybody.
That's true.
Some people have lost loved ones during the holidays, and so they put it back to that, that those memories. Sometimes they feel like they need to go out and buy presents, and they don't have the money to buy presents, and that depresses them. And so I'd like to talk about ways to keep those holiday blues at bay. Number one, drink more water.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Make sure you're getting enough sleep.
I can't show you, but I wrote out a topic for us today.
And was it that?
And it was about, it said, Coach Deb and I will discuss getting rid of the winter blues, how to get rid of the winter blues.
Really? Is that true?
Yes. And then I erased it because I said, I'll save that for next week. Because that was going to be my topic.
Oh, we can talk about it some more next week because it'll be even more appropriate next week.
That's so funny.
We'll just give it a brief rundown today because we don't have that much longer.
But it's okay because I actually invited somebody to next week.
And
then I
good.
Was like, but I invited him, so we shouldn't. So, yes, let's talk about...
That's funny.
See how the winter blues
our minds work?
I know, it's so odd.
So, number one is take care of yourself.
Drink water, take care of yourself.
Make sure you're eating right. This is the time of year that everybody gets sugar overload.
Right.
And, oh my gosh, if you're not used to eating sugar and you're eating sugar, that's what happens to me this time of year.
That's what makes people crazy.
And I get so uncomfortable. And I have to remember, oh, God, I ate all that sugar.
Not to mention your liver gets upset. I've had tons and tons of people coming through with liver.
From sugar?
Well, liver doesn't like sugar, caffeine, and greasy meats and dairy, like animal fats, like pork, dark meat chicken, dark meat turkey, and then like the dairy, whole fat dairy.
So how do we take care of our liver?
Livers, they really don't like the combinations of those things, so you got to be careful because they all taste good together, which is really sick. It's like, it's like the coffee and donuts and pizza and pop and like all the stuff that is bad for your liver tastes really good together. So you got to be careful of combinations. You got to everything in moderation. Juicing is a really good detoxing thing for the liver, but just moderate. I mean, just basically moderate. Don't go overboard with everything. It's easy to do, though, because it's everywhere.
And if you just maybe save it to the weekends.
Yeah.
And then not eat any sugar throughout the week.
Or, as little as possible.
Right.
It's hard to avoid it completely.
And then that's one good thing to really ease up on after the first of the year, too. Doing a liver cleanse at the beginning of the year is a very good practice.
Yeah. My friend Tracy, who is also alternative health therapist healer, she says, agreed. Liver has been off on so many right now. Too rich of foods and tons of emotions. That's right. That's a good point, Tracy, because liver holds our anger.
Yep, and that's why people say you have an angry liver.
Yes, because look at this stuff. I mean, you've got to go visit the people that you avoid the rest of the time of year.
And you might not like them.
You don't like them so much. You got to go spend like a whole day with them. Are you kidding me? No, I'm kidding. I love my family, but there have been years when I've been like,
everybody has that one uncle or aunt that
I just don't want to have to go.
Right.
I don't want to drag the kids around. When they were little, I hated dragging the kids around.
Yeah, Christmas was a good day to stay home. Okay, so drink enough water. Try to eat as good as you can. You don't have to drink a lot of alcohol to have fun.
I want to bring to the forefront of people's minds the elderly in the wintertime. First of all, there's a handful of people, I hope, only a handful, that pass away every year because people don't come to check on them. And they are sedentary, and they are in their little apartments or their homes, and nobody else lives with them, and nobody checks on them. And, maybe their furnace pilot went out.
Oh, right.
Or maybe they went out and shoveled the sidewalk and came in and had a heart attack. I mean, pay attention to your neighbors. If you see old Joe come out every day to get his mail or whatever, and his mail's piling up, and he didn't mention he's leaving, and his car's there. Go check on him. Please check on your neighbors, people.
And you could check on them when you're getting a little exercise.
Yes.
You know, even though you are busy this time of year, heck, when you're shopping, you can walk that mall, or there's so many different ways that you don't have to go to the gym and do weights.
Right.
Do weight-bearing exercises, and one of the best things you can do is walk.
Right. So you could get out, you could have a little breath of fresh air, take some cookies around to your neighbors, say hi, you know. It's Christmas for goodness sake. You need to show the spirit,
right.
You know. You need to be kind to each other. You need to show people humanity, the good side of humanity.
If you are, that's a really good point, especially if Christmas is difficult for you because you have lost a loved one. What better way to cheer yourself up than to make somebody else cheerful?
Right. And there's all kinds of opportunities for volunteerism at the holidays.
Get outside of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's super important. Try to find ways to get out, because holing up and sitting up in your house, a lot of people get that seasonal
depression, right.
disorder,
right.
Yep, seasonal affective disorder. And so they need social situations. They need to look for things and reasons to get out. So if you've got an elderly aunt or an uncle or a cousin or family member of any kind, or just a friend or a neighbor, and they normally want to get out and they can't in the wintertime for whatever reason, they don't want to drive. A lot of them don't want to drive.
Right, that's right.
If you're going somewhere, offer to take them along.
Or ask them if they need anything, too.
and be prepared to sit and chat for 10, 15 minutes. Because to pop in and pop out and not give them a little bit of time, they really need that. They really want that interaction with people. So
yep, and it will help you too.
It will.
You don't
Makes you feel
don't
good.
even think so at the time, but later you go, "Aw."
Yeah, it's super important to reach out this time of year to people. And if somebody is sad, invite them over. If somebody's going to be alone, invite them to Christmas dinner.
Right.
I've been invited to a lot of Christmas dinners.
Yes, me too.
Which I think is so cool. And this is the first year in 2 years I'm going to have all my children at home, so we're going to just do Christmas at home.
Very nice.
But everybody's been like, "Oh, you should come down. I'll cook." And no, not this year.
It'll feel good to be home.
Yeah.
Last year I was home. This year we're going to Akron, so for my family's Christmas. So think about all these different ways. If you feel yourself slipping, or look at what you're eating. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. Make sure you're doing things for other people. And if all that fails, call somebody. Call somebody and say, "Hey, I am a little bit of a hard time here."
Call Deb at
Can we get
w4divas.com because I am not kidding you. This woman is phenomenal. All you got to do is chat.
You.
I'm not kidding. All you got to do is
nice
chat with her
you.
for 5-10 minutes, and your whole mood will change.
Aw.
Call her.
Or go see you.
Go see me.
That's, and that's nice. We all have friends like that. I think that I have 3 friends and you're one of them, that I could call if I'm having I don't want to say a bad day, because very rarely do I have bad days. But if something gets me, and I try not to let anything get me, but every now and then something will. I had a text this morning from one of my friends that something happened to her, and she knew I'd understand. Yep, and it makes a big difference to have those people in your life.
Not everybody has those people in their life. So if you're one of those people that does not have those people in your life, guess what? We are out here. We are out here, and you can call, you can come in, you can chat, you can just stop by the station. We are here to enrich our community, and we are here to love our fellow man. And the people who come by, they may not buy anything, they may not need a service, but they come by for a hug and a smile, and it makes their day.
It does. You're right.
And it's an impression that we make on people, and I'm happy to do that for people. That's That's a super big blessing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people don't understand that. They think, that I help people a lot and that I get a lot of, feedback all the time. I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't. And, like the other day, somebody just stopped me mid-sentence and they're like, I just want you to know how much you have helped me and how much I appreciate you and the fact that you're here. Holy crap. I didn't blow that over. I was like,
really
that
nice.
was nice of you to say, blah, blah, blah. No, I stopped and I took that in.
Right.
And that hugged my heart so hard.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And I just let her know. I said, thank you for telling me that.
Yes.
That's not, I'm tearing up right now talking about it.
Right.
Because people don't extend themselves that way unless they mean it.
Right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
absolutely right.
Gosh,
Speaking
I'm such
of
a weird
that
person.
you're
What's it
here,
mean?
you are a weird person. We all know that, though. And we love you because of it.
Gotta take my glasses
Speaking
off.
of being here,
Thank you, baby. I love people.
you are back in Bay City.
Yay! Thank you, Lord.
And
I'm so happy
I've
to
been
be back
telling
in Bay
people
City.
have been asking me, where's Dr. Julia? Do I have to go to Pigeon? And so I texted about 6 people in the last
Yay.
couple days since I found out. You're back in your location on Center Avenue there next to the New City Market.
509 Center Avenue, right across from the Bay City Public Library, Alice and Jack Wirt Library. Yes, I am so happy to be back practicing. I stopped practicing because the way that my life usually works is if I don't light a fire under my butt, things don't happen. So I basically gave myself an ultimatum. I'm like, find a building. So I dropped out of sight about 3-4 months ago here in Bay City, and I've been looking for a building, and it has not come to fruition. So I decided, because I was in need of seeing my patients, and my patients were in need of seeing me, and I just decided all of a sudden one day, poor Patrick, he gets gobsmacked by me all the time. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to open back up in my old place. By the way, you need to move all my furniture back in. Thank you.
We just moved it.
And they did that for me this morning. And I saw my first couple of patients this morning.
Oh, excellent.
My neighbor came over and she hugged me. She said she was so glad I was back.
Oh, that's nice.
The patients were so excited. I had the last fellow I saw this morning. He came in. He's like, you just have no idea how happy I am. You're back. I'm
That's
just so glad.
But
to be
in
back.
order to make an appointment, we have to call the Caro office.
The pigeon office.
office.
Yes, because everything I was using my personal cell phone but everything blew up. That's why.
You needed that break.
Yeah, I needed a break because I was working 6-7 days a week. But that was why I had to restructure everything because I can't do it all on my own.
Right.
Did you hear me admit that? We did tend to family issues, but I'm admitting I can't do it all on my own.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I needed some people. I needed to restructure. I need my staff in order for things to work smoothly. So this is a time of restructuring. But meanwhile, I'm going to catch up with all my patients who have been chomping at the bit, who need me, who I love and I miss dearly, and I can't wait to see them all. But yes, I need to put my hands on them and help some people.
So what number can we reach you?
You can reach me, my Bay City office, at 989-453-2020. And you can make an appointment through my pigeon office for the Bay City office. I'm there on Tuesdays and Sundays. And it's by appointment only still. And, please call because I can't wait to meet more of you. I want to meet all my new patients who have been waiting for me to come back
Very
to Bay
good.
City.
And, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Good. So you needed that break, though.
I did.
And I'm really glad that it worked out like that. And you'll find the building will come when it's time.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All of this had to happen.
Yeah.
Everything that has happened in the last 4 or 5 months had to happen.
Right.
So that we could not only manifest, but survive and prosper in the new business when we open that.
Right.
So.
And you know what you want it to look like.
I do.
And you just haven't found what you want it to look like.
Oh, it's out there. It just hasn't come across me
It will,
yet.
though.
It will.
Divine timing.
Yeah.
So let's sum up what we talked about today.
Beautiful.
Water.
Water, so important. One of the most magnificent creations on the face of the planet, and we need it.
Make sure that